The views and opinions expressed on this program are those of the participants and do not reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
BronxNet. Your voice, your views, your vision.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to an exciting edition of Open, the one and only show that opens the Bronx and the world to you. I'm your host, Reina Valentin, a la natural today, your café con leche. Always here to bring you the best from arts, music, sports, entertainment, and so much more. First up, we'll find out what fun events are taking place in today's Open Weekend Preview. And can you guess which legendary artist will be celebrating his 35th Salsa career anniversary this weekend? He'll be at Lehman Center to perform tomorrow, Saturday, July 9th. Then learn about a new program for the Bronx youth aspiring to write and or become involved with performing arts. It's free, so stay tuned to find out more. And finally, Salsa Fest runs all through this weekend. Discover what exciting salsa events will be taking place right here in the Bronx. And, well, our guests include two comedic hosts of a brand new popular show on BronxNet, as well as a rising new comedian to make us laugh. And we're going to close out today's show with a Peruvian performer who is the promise of the salsa future. He'll sing for us right here in the studio live, so don't go anywhere. All that and more heading your way, because now we are officially open. Once again to Open, Reina Valentin here, La Natural, Café con Leche, viste? That's right, that's how we're rolling today on this Friday, July 8th, 2011, and you know we are always inviting you to send in any comments and or suggestions on any segments that you'd like to see aired or any that have previously been aired, and if you do, all you have to do is send us an email to open@bronxnet.org. Now, you know, we're kind of like really grooving today. It's kind of like laid back, as you can hear. Of course, we've got none other than the resident DJ, female DJ that is in the house. DJ, that girl, Curly, is in the studio today. Hello, hello.
Good morning, Rena. How are you?
Good morning. So, check out that shirt. That's hot.
Me and my creativeness just plaster some stuff on the shirt, and that was it.
Yeah, so, you know, summer's here, baby. Tell us where you're going to be DJing, because, you know, everybody's looking for the parties, especially the free parties that are outdoors.
Oh, definitely. There's a lot of free parties going on this summer, which I'll go on a weekly basis instead of trying to give you everything all at once. But this weekend, we have on Coney Island, of course. And then on Sunday, I will be playing at Morningside Park from 3 to 7, along with Curving Mark and Herbert Holla. It's called Sunday Sermon. It's a free house party that's going on every Sundays.
What time does it start?
It starts at 3. It's only 3 to 7. It's like 4 hours. Yeah,
that's
4 hours
enough.
is a lot.
That's nice. A nice sweat party.
Yeah,
during it's
the
outdoors
day.
And it's hot.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And then we'll be at East River Park Amphitheater next week, July 16th, and that'll be from 12 to 8, and that's also a free event.
Nice. We like the word free.
Free is good.
All right. Even though you're sending our people out to Coney Island, DJ That Girl Curly.
I'm sorry. I wish that, you know what? As much as we try to get the permits in the Bronx, they're kind of difficult. You know, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So, I mean, as soon as we get something in the Bronx, which I will be doing something September 17th at the Bruckner Bar and Grill. So you could keep that, mark your calendars. But like I said, I'll let you know.
Yes, in the meantime,
on a weekly basis.
Island, but we're working on bringing the house music.
Yeah, maybe Orchard Beach. Maybe they will give us like a little house section.
That sounds nice. Maybe they're watching right now.
Hey, you never know.
That would be great. All right, and you're going to be jamming for us like mellow today?
Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit up and down. Just a little, you know.
That works.
You never know what comes out of the wax.
Yes, no, because she's the DJ for dancers. Even though we're not dancing right now.
No,
well,
not
I'm
right
always
now.
dancing in my seat anyway.
Yeah.
DJ That Girl Curly
Thank
in the
you so
house
much.
every Friday. That's right. And, well, you know, as I mentioned earlier, she did send you guys to Coney Island. However, we do have things for you to do, as it is now time for our Open Weekend Preview. First up, tomorrow, the Lehman Center for the Performing Arts presents Jose Alberto, also known as El Canario. That's right, they're going to help him celebrate his 35th anniversary doing what he loves best, salsa, with special guests including Andy Montañez, salsa godfather from Puerto Rico, and Master Isidro Infante, Alfredo de la Fe, as well as Luisito Quintero and Dance On 2 Dance Company. Lehman Center will produce the show in collaboration with Los Canarios and Westside Beat Productions. Don't miss out on this extraordinary show. That's this Saturday, as in tomorrow, July 9th at 8 p.m. And of course, Lehman Center is located at 250 Bedford Park Boulevard. That's here in the Bronx. Tickets are available now, and you can go purchase them by calling Lehman Center box office at 718-960-8833. And of course, you can always go online to www.lehmancenter.org. All right, next up, there is a BCA program, which stands for the Bronx Council on the Arts, for Bronx youth called the Bronx Right Bus. It is a free summer arts and culture program that rides through Manhattan all summer, beginning July 12th until August 9th. So Bronx Right Bus is designed for the Bronx youth and interested in writing and performing arts. All skill levels are welcome, and well, they're going to learn public speaking and performance skills, improve on communication skills, and build your self-confidence and self-esteem, all at the same time. So students must pre-register to attend the BWB program, and for additional information on that, you can give them a call at 718-931-9500, extension 21, or you can contact them at bronxwriters@bronxarts.org. Lastly, and don't forget, because it already started, the Bronx Salsa Fest. That's right. We told you about it last week. It started yesterday, and well, it's set to sizzle the entire summer. It started yesterday, running all the way through July 10th. Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. will host this first ever fiesta, which features outdoor and indoor concerts. Of course, it's going to be great food, special tours, even a salsa trolley. And of course, what more but lots of dancing, dancing, dancing. We love that. For more information on the events taking place during Bronx Salsa Fest, visit the Bronx Tourism Council website by going to ilovethebronx.com. All right, that was your Open Weekend Preview. I hope you were able to jot down all there is to do. It's definitely going to be a beautiful weekend, and make sure you get out there and enjoy, especially the free events. We love that. All right, now we have Bronx reporter Sylvia Anglin on the scene at Orchard Beach, covering last weekend's 4th of July summer festivities. Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. and Senator Jeff Klein were there to kick it all off. Let's take a look.
Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. and Senator Jeffrey Klein.
The Bronx Riviera hosted the annual New York Salutes America, a boardwalk festival and fireworks extravaganza. This celebration kicks off 4th of July here in New York City.
To be able to come here in a place like the Bronx Riviera, Orchard Beach, and share a hot dog, a hamburger, some refreshments, entertainment, a wonderful firework extravaganza, and celebrate our liberties. It's great to do this as one big Bronx happy family.
Celebrating 235 years of independence, the 4th of July represents the official kickoff to summer. And here in the Bronx, to a weekend of celebration.
This is the creation, July 4th weekend, of the greatest democracy that ever existed. a true representative democracy. And I think we always have to remember that. And it's an opportunity for us to have fun. We're going to have a band. We're going to have fireworks starting at 9 o'clock, face painting for the kids, balloon animals, a barbecue. So it's a great day. It's really become a tradition over the last 10 years.
This celebration of 4th of July on Orchard Beach is about remembering and honoring tradition.
This has become a fantastic Bronx tradition. Senator Klein and Borough President Diaz sponsor this every year, and you could tell how people look forward to this. It's a large, large crowd, and it brings people together from the Bronx for a really special occasion. July 4th, the independence of our country.
They came to celebrate and celebrate in the thousands they did at the New York Salutes America here on Orchard Beach. The evening celebration offered many possibilities depending on your interests.
Mostly the fireworks show, and I heard there's supposed to be music playing, so I'm excited about that also.
Get the best of both worlds. You got the fireworks, 4th of July, and then you got you know, around your people that you work with and everything, and you get a time to spend with them.
Fireworks and barbecue.
Likewise.
And to the Bevilacqua sisters, 4th of July means
the day of America's birthday. Fireworks come in a different kind of color.
And for Christina, the fireworks are all about the colors.
Pink and red.
From old to young, they came out to Orchard Beach in anticipation for the fireworks. In its 10th year, this Orchard Beach 4th of July tradition started with the late Senator Guy Villela, and the tradition has continued with people like Senator Jeff Klein and Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr. Flashes of lights in all different colors of the rainbow lit up the night sky over the Bronx. For BronxNet, this is Sylvia Anglin.
Thank you, Sylvia Anglin, and welcome back, everyone. I'm Rina Valentin, and we're back in the studio. And, well, you know, that looked really, really fun, and I hope you all enjoyed your 4th of July, but we're moving it right along because there's lots to do here in the Bronx and lots to do outdoors, and, of course, Orchard Beach is officially open, so definitely get out there and enjoy our Bronx Riviera. All right, next up are two very talented and funny hosts. They actually host a comedic talk show right here on BronxNet, and the show covers hot topics on politics, pop culture, and then it's followed by an interview with one or more guests, primarily celebrities or, you know, Bronx talent. No offense, but that's actually the name of this quickly growing comedic show, which launched in March with over 13,000 likes already on Facebook. And, well, here to talk more about No Offense are hosts Eileen Ramore and Anthony Martinez. Hello.
Hi. Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yes, absolutely. Now, No Offense, but where did that title come from?
That was my idea. Yes, we figured the show's a little bit offensive, but we don't want to offend anyone. But Anthony's the offensive one. I'm usually shocked by the things that he says.
Anthony.
I'm the offensive and the good-looking one of the show.
También.
That's true.
He's a double threat.
I try.
Yeah. So, yeah, we were debating. We didn't want to just use our names. We had to come up with something else. And we just said No Offense, but it was good, and people seem to like it. So
so share a little bit about, like, what No Offense is about.
Well, you already mentioned a little bit of it. Yeah, we banter about politics, pop culture, always talk about our Yankees. We're both huge Yankee fans. And then guests we've had include The Naked Cowboy, a lot of Bronx celebrities, like you mentioned, Mark Vieira, Victor Cruz, and yeah, it's comics, hip-hop artists, etc.
That's cool. That's very cool.
It's a lot of fun.
You have a very interesting background. Well, I mean, in the sense that you actually started, you came here
to be a star.
To be a star, and you ended up working in nonprofit organizations. Of course, did the waitress, you know, hosting bit. I think all actors, and I was there too at some point. And then became an events coordinator. And then just took the plunge and decided to
go back. Yeah, I said that I wanted to move to New York to become really famous to save the whole world, and I went straight to saving the whole world, and now I'm back. If you have the need to entertain people, you just can't suppress it forever.
No, absolutely, and that's a way of saving the world.
Yeah,
because laughter is definitely a healing component.
I so agree.
Yes,
and my road was a little different.
after I graduated college.
I'm waiting.
No, after I graduated college, I don't like to say it, I look back at it, I'm a little embarrassed by it, but male prostitution for a while.
Right.
Didn't really pay the bills.
Right.
So that's kind of how I ended up doing
You
comedy.
didn't pay the bills?
No.
Oh, that's
But what happened? I thought you were Mr. Good
No, that was
looking.
back then. I was heavier. I had a big growth hair. I get removed. It was. I can probably get more bets then.
TMI growth hair. No. I just got a visual of that thing. Look, I think you still got the lump there.
Yeah, I think therapy can only do so much.
Okay, so what do we have coming up with No
Yes,
Offense?
we're really excited about this. On July 27th, I'm holding up here, we're going to be at Comic Strip Live, world famous Comic Strip Live, and we're
Nice.
taping our show on the stage. It'll be Anthony and I bantering as usual. Then 4 amazing, fabulous comics are going to perform, and then we'll interview them. Scott Blakeman, Tom Van Horn, Joseph Roca, and the legend Gladys.
Nice.
Yeah, and if you want to come, it's Wednesday, July 27th. Reservations 212-832-1762, and admission's only $14, which you get a free drink with that.
Yeah,
So-
well, we're going to make sure we announce that once again. No, I just want because I know that there's a special event going on,
Yeah.
and that was, if you didn't have your pens handy, that's okay. We understand. It's all good. However, we actually have a clip of No Offense, but just to give people a little taste of what you guys do, because it's actually airing right here on BronxNet, except Channel 68.
Yeah.
And I don't know what we're going to watch. If you'd like to set it up, feel free.
We don't know. We said a few. I'm a little bit nervous which one you chose. It was up to your producers. We'll see.
And here we go. Here we go.
Eddie Long, pastor of a 25,000 member mega church in Atlanta. 4 young men, like college-age men, filed a suit saying that the pastor coerced them into sexual encounters, including massage, oral sex, and masturbation. He took them on trips both within the United States, outside the United States, bought them expensive gifts. This morning, he spoke to his church, the pastor, and I watched this, and he says, "I've been accused. I'm under attack. I want you to know, as I said earlier, that I'm not a perfect man, but this thing I'm going to fight." He didn't deny it. I'm not a perfect man. He didn't say, this is absolutely not true. There was this is false, and they lied. He says, I'm not a perfect man. So,
how old were they when this happened?
They were adults, 20 and 21.
When it happened?
When it happened. I think he has this thing where he creates a spiritual covenant and for young men, and he helps pay for them to go to college.
They were adults.
They were adults by the time it happened.
So you know what, look, if I take you across the world on vacation to get jewelry, I expect something in return. That's all I'm saying. Money doesn't grow on trees. You're putting out. That's all I'm saying.
No, so this is the thing, is that you could say, is it between where they coerce or do they go willingly? But he's a pastor who speaks against homosexuality that's married. So even if it was...
It's not gay if he didn't enjoy it.
I think he enjoyed it.
It's not gay if one of them didn't really enjoy it.
In 2004, he had the pastor Eddie Long had a march in Atlanta against gay marriage. And I think it's because he wanted to keep them all single. He wants to make sure
That's funny.
Look how fat I was back then.
Oh, look,
See?
I'm doing improved.
Yeah, I lost a bunch of weight since then. That's why I didn't make any money.
Now you can go back to prostitution. I have to do the show by myself. Okay, you heard it here first at Open.
Yay. Well, not to mention that the camera does add 20 pounds.
Yes, yes.
Yes, people, it does. It does. I'm thin in real life.
We all are.
Yeah.
I'm really skinny too.
You're really skinny too. No, the topics are really funny, and your conclusions are actually very interesting.
Thank you.
Well, it's not that I enjoy someone being humiliated, but when someone's a hypocrite and they get caught, then I'm all for it. So if someone's marching saying they're against same-sex marriage, they're against homosexuality, and then he's caught, then...
It is fun.
Yeah.
And I kind of enjoy them being humiliated. So, not going to lie.
Yeah, he likes everyone being humiliated. I only want the bad people.
Like people to get knocked down every now and then. Keeps us humble.
Well, speaking of same-sex marriage, tomorrow Anthony and I are going to be at Crotona Park for Bronx Pride. New Face Media Productions will be with us, and we're taping a segment for our show. We're going to ask our signature questions. I ask, what brings you joy? And
I ask, what pisses you off?
And so we'll be out there, so hopefully people can look for us.
And we're going to see how many, now that gay marriage is legal, how many marriage proposals I can get.
Who, you?
Yes.
Yeah?
But you're a married straight man.
No, I know, but I want to see what options I have out there.
So you might divorce your wife.
If the offer's good enough, who knows? So we're going to see what I get out there. So
this is very interesting.
It should be fun.
Gonna love
and we're going to film it, and we're going to air it.
Your male prostitution pass is
Right.
kicking in.
Right. Old habits are hard to beat. It's like I can't shake them.
I'm afraid.
I'm afraid. And I'm usually fearless. I'm like, yikes. So these signature questions you're actually going to ask people in the park.
Yes. We had Apollonia Cruz, who's the co-host of Bronx Gay Pride. She was on our show last time, and we have clips now up on YouTube if people want to see her interview. Yeah.
All right, and if they wanted to see these on YouTube, what would they go to? No Offense But?
Yeah, No Offense But. They just if you Google No Offense But, you find our show right away, which is really exciting. We have so much out there on the web. They can just go on YouTube and search No Offense But. And they'll find us.
So now, with the whole same-sex marriage, you know that there's actually going to be a wedding that's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. Yes. And I believe it's going down as the first gay marriage in history in the Bronx.
Is this, you talk about Reverend Carmen Hernandez?
Reverend Carmen Hernandez.
Yes. I'm so excited. She's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
So am I. Yeah. So am I. She's definitely been a voice, and I'm sure she's walking awfully proud.
Yes.
So, all right. So, when you guys do, how do you select your guests to be on your show?
Well, at first we were begging people to be on our show, but at this point
you were begging people.
We would just take anyone.
Nice.
But at this point, really, we have a waiting list. People ask and they refer friends, and so we like to mix it up. Like have maybe a couple of comics, a hip hop artist. We're taping it on Sunday. We're having hip hop artist Justin Bates is a new up and coming artist.
Nice.
And then I'm a huge nerd, and I do tons of research for the show, and I come with all my the comments written out, no cards, and Anthony just shows up.
Pretty.
But then I tell him ahead of time, I said, this is the order. We're going to talk about this. We always start with our Yankees, and then we'll talk about this, and this. And then we just know the orders.
We start with our Yankees. Bobby C's going to love you.
Yes, I know. Jeter 2 away from 3,000. We're so excited.
Yay.
Maybe,
You know, we saw a clip, and we forgot to tell everybody what time and what days. No offense, but airs.
Thursday nights, 6:30 p.m., channel 68.
Just Thursday nights.
Yes.
It airs throughout the month, randomly.
We pop up at like 9 o'clock in the morning, 2 in the afternoon.
You're coming home drunk with a hangover. Maybe you're a male prostitute, you might flip on and catch us.
It's probably the perfect time to watch us.
This poor guy. It's only because we're live and on television, but I have an answer for that one. I'll just send it to you telepathically.
I know, you can't edit this now. Be careful.
Okay, no, it's all good. It's fine. We didn't have to beep him out.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you're good. So once again, if we could just share with everyone this special taping of No Offense But, so that they can attend. Is it free for people?
Well, it's $14, which includes a drink, and doors open at 6. The show is from 6:30 to 7:45, and it's going to be great. The legend Gladys, who's the host of this, has helped many comics get their starts, including Jim Gaffigan, Zach Galifianakis. I can't believe I got that out. And Anthony. Anthony does stand up in her room. She's wonderful. It's going to be a really fun night.
And July 28th, Bruckner Bar and Grill. I host a comedy night the last Thursday of every month. So come check me out. They're usually 4 comics.
And online?
Online, you could find us on Facebook. As you mentioned, we have almost 13,000 fans now. And on YouTube, and you can email us at nooffensebut@hotmail.com.
Beautiful.
We'd love to hear from you.
Thank you so much, Eileen.
Thank you.
And being scandalous. Love it.
That's what we do.
All right. Thank you once again, Eileen, Anthony from No Offense But. You can check them out on Channel 68 on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m., correct? 6:30 p.m. And, online you can just Google as we say, Google them at No Offense But, and they're on YouTube as well as Facebook. And of course, they have this wonderful event happening July 27th at the Comic Strip Live. And there's the reservation number: 212-832-1762 for reservations. 212-832-1762. Thanks for that. All right, everybody. About Oh, we're going to move it right along to these 85th grade students. This is going to be interesting. About 85th grade students from both Islamic and Jewish faith, schools came together to discuss their cultures and learn more about one another. Arlene Makoko is actually out there to tell us more. Let's take a look.
85th graders from Jewish and Muslim faiths came together for a bridge-building program. The goal to celebrate what each share in common and what makes them unique.
That's a shofar, and it's used. It's made from a ram's horn, and it's used on 2 Jewish holidays called Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah.
Talia Lubit from the Solomon Schechter School in Manhattan brought in a Tanakh, or the Hebrew Bible.
This was my great-grandfather's, and he passed it on when he died to my great-grandmother. It has her writing in it.
This kufi belongs to Sadiq Rashid's family.
You wear it when you pray anytime during the day, and you can also wear it all day if you want to.
It's not every day that students from both backgrounds get the opportunity to engage on any level. It's something that Dr. Paul Rudensky, museum educator for Jewish schools, has been committed to change.
It's really a wonderful program. It's really great to see the students from the different cultures interact and learn about each other and establish friendships with each other.
The program, now in its 6th year, has expanded. Only 2 schools participated at one time. That has changed, and so has parent participation.
We started with 2 schools, Islamic Leadership School and Canary Day School. And then we moved from there to have now 4 schools, 2 Islamic schools and 2 Jewish schools. These are families, in most cases, who would never have come together.
Students read essays demonstrating their appreciation and respect for each other.
True, they may dress differently and have different traditions, but we're all the same on the inside. Human beings with heart, mind, and soul.
We looked at artifacts of the past and then brought our own representations of our heritage. This was the most fun because we got to work together and share our own stories.
I hope for everyone to continue with this educational program, to educate people of all ages and backgrounds about rich tapestry of Jewish and Islamic life over the past.
The goal of the program is to bring students together. They're all 5th graders, and they're really not only learning about themselves, but they're learning about other cultures, and they're learning about the things that they share in common.
This is a program that has done its part to build relationships and build understanding between 2 faiths that organizers say it's sure to happen in the coming year. For BronxNet, this is Arlene Makoko.
Thank you, Arlene Makoko, and welcome back to the studio, everyone. Rina Valentin here. Our next guest, actually our next funny guest, today's funny show, is an aspiring comedian named Jawan Carmona. He describes himself as a naturally quiet person who has spent much of his life trying to break out of his shell. Well, Jawan has begun this year doing stand-up comedy, as well as taking improv classes. He enjoys expressing his comedic abilities anywhere. I mean, anywhere, like at work, at bars, apparently even in elevators with strangers. Without further ado, let's give it up for Jawan!
How's everyone doing? I gotta say, are any grown men out there just uncomfortable around playgrounds? Like I'm 25 now, and I have to say, I don't think I look like a pedophile, but I'm just starting to get really paranoid. Like I feel like the one parent who's DVR'd every To Catch a Predator is gonna see me walking by and just freak out, you know? Like I was walking past the playground the other day, and this kid's ball comes out of the playground. And I'm like, and he's like, sir, please, can you get the ball for me? So I was like, all right, I'm going to pick it up, and I'm going to hand it to him. And then out of the corner of my eye, I see his mom, arms crossed. She looks angry. I freak out. I kick that ball as far away as possible, you know? I didn't want anything to do with it. And it's summertime. All the kids are like in the sprinklers, naked, you know? It gets uncomfortable. I screamed out at the lady, hey, put your kid's stuff away, lady. You're going to get me in trouble, you know? I just feel like I'm going to be walking past the playground and some kid, you know, some some lady, I'm going to have to, like, Chris Hansen's going to jump out at me because I was walking past the playground. And I have to be like, this is my Mike's Hard Lemonade and Oreo cookies. Get off of me, you know? I don't know, I'm just paranoid, you know, like, in general. Like, I was on the train the other day, and I was sitting down, and I see a white lady take a photo of a large young black woman. And I was like, why would she do this, you know? Like, this is crazy. So I start to overcompensate for her being racist. So I'm like, oh, she took a picture of that lady because she thinks she looks like Precious. What a racist. You know, like, this lady's a racist. And I just boil with anger for 2 stops. And the large young black woman gets off the train. And she gets off the train, and next to her is just a woman with a bag. In the bag, a beautiful little dog. I overcompensated, called the woman Precious, and then blamed it on the woman next to me. And then I took a picture of that dog. I don't know. It's weird. I gotta stop being paranoid. As a 25-year-old, though, I'm like finally getting ready to move out of my mother's house, which is nice. Because the trouble with living with your mom is dating, obviously, you know? I have to stay in my room whenever she brings people over. No, and I have to like try to negotiate with women too, so I'll like start by saying something like, hey, do you want to come over? And when I say, I mean text. So she'll normally respond, but don't you live with your mother? And I'm like, no, she works at night. And she's like, well, what about your little brother? And I'm like, don't worry, he'll sleep in my mom's room and I'll push the beds together. You ever have a girl swing on you? Just like swing on you, get angry and swing on you? I got so frustrated at this girl because she was doing so bad, you know? Like, she was just so soft, and I got angry. That's why I'm breaking up with you, because you're weak, lady. You got to hit harder, you know? And she didn't do it in my mom's house because, you know, my mom would have beaten her up. I was happy about that, you know? Thank you, guys. That's it.
Jawan Carmona, everybody. Hi. You got to stop drinking so much coffee. Somebody got that, right? I couldn't help it because you're like so mellow. You're like, yeah, I'm like really paranoid. I'm like, yeah, I believe you.
I know, it was a long night last night.
TMI, everybody's talking too much over here. It was a long night last night. So you just started doing comedy.
Yes.
You're a year in.
About 7 months, actually.
7 months?
Yeah.
You're daring. You came and did it on live television.
Sounded fun, yeah. So.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question, because, you know, we have somewhat of an audience here. How much more difficult is it to not do it in front of like an audience that is kind of like there with you for the comedy?
It's much more difficult here to do it than with like a live audience. Like, I've performed for like, I'd say 100, 150 people. Mm-hmm. And if you just get a few chuckles from each person, it becomes like a large laugh, you know?
Right.
So that's comfortable, but.
Right, do you think that everybody here didn't think you were funny?
I don't know, I hope so.
No, you were funny, but, you know, because everybody here is kind of like focused on the technical aspect, it's kind of like, oh, we caught that, and all I caught was your energy, like, yeah, I'm paranoid.
No, I get it. I'm comfortable with it. I've been doing like open mics, and when you go to open mics, it's just like 10 comedians who don't really want to listen to you.
Right.
And they just hate you.
Right.
So you just tell your jokes and walk off stage, and no one ever laughs. If you even get a little laugh, you're just like, all right, cool, that worked. Thank you.
Especially from other comedians, because you know they're sitting there critiquing, right?
Yeah.
He's not funny, you know.
Yeah.
And also making notes of what jokes they can take.
Yeah, and I don't do that, but
you don't do that, right? Because you're unique and original and creative.
I try to be.
That's what's up. So where are you performing?
I've been performing around the city. I've performed at Comic Strip before, I am performing July 13th at Gotham Comedy Club, 7 p.m. That's a...
July 15th?
July 13th.
13th, excuse me.
That's a new talent showcase, so come out and just enjoy. It's about 10 comedians. We actually had Jim Gaffigan come up last time. He did like 15 minutes of new material and just tried it out. So it's actually a fun show. Nice club. It's large, about 200 people.
Nice.
Can fit in there.
Nice. Oh, look, we're looking at a clip of you. What are we looking at?
We were looking at my last performance at Gotham. So
were they laughing?
They were laughing, actually. That was a good show. You know?
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Show.
That's good. You're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And which is awesome. So you're just out there doing the comedy scene, right? So if somebody wanted to look you up online, you're on Facebook and so forth.
I'm on Facebook. I just tried to create one of these fan pages. Juwan Does Stand-Up Comedy is the name of the Facebook page, and you can look me up on Twitter. I'm Laughing With You, Laughing with no G. And yeah, I'm just trying to put myself out there. Those are the main places. And if you look me up on YouTube, I have like 2 videos up. Juwan Carmona is the only Juwan Carmona on YouTube. I'm the only one, so.
That's an interesting name too, Juwan. Where'd that name come from?
My parents were watching the Knicks and they saw a basketball player named Juwan and they were like, that's who I want to name my kid. So I've been forever stuck with this.
And Carmona?
Is my dad's from Puerto Rico. My dad's Puerto Rican, so I got Carmona and Juwan. So no one ever knows what I am.
That's kind of cool though. Kind of cool, right?
Yeah. It's fun. Yeah.
What do you get? What do you got? Like as far as like what they think you are?
Depending on my beard, I get Arab. I get a little Turkish, Puerto Rican, half black, half white. Anything. It's really like a wide gamut of things that I could possibly be. People just don't even ask. They're just like, I'll just wait. I think his name's Juwan.
Juwan. You think his name? You've been great. Thank you so much, Juwan. Juwan, stop drinking so much coffee.
Sorry.
No, that was sweet. Thank you for joining us here on our open stages. Juwan Carmona, once again, he's out there in the comedy strips at various comedy clubs, and you can check him out on Facebook by going to Facebook. Juwan, what is Carmona? Juwan Carmona. That's on Facebook. And, of course, you can check them out on YouTube and Twitter and all that other good stuff. All right, we got to take a quick break, people. But actually, we're going to introduce 2 of our own Open 2.0 reporters, Alex Rios and Sydney Hernandez. They went out on their first field shoot, and the story was on a youth theater program that allows kids to experience life on the stage. Let's take a look at that.
I'm Alex.
I'm Sydney Hernandez.
And we're at PS State watching the Stage Kids perform a Midsummer Night's Dream.
Let's go take a look inside.
Stage Kids is a program that allows kids to experience life on stage.
None of them had done Shakespeare, so there was a lot of work around the language of Shakespeare. But well, I'll tell you, the only reason that the show came together at all is because we had a donation from someone. And we had a couple of parents that just really spearheaded all the costumes and the props, and they took that on. We really didn't have a budget at all.
Performing A Midsummer Night's Dream allows students to grow as actors and directors.
I come here every year, and before this, I used to go to a community center with the late director, and I used to do this since I was in kindergarten. I just kept going on and on because it's something that's part of my life, and yeah, I'm just going to continue to pursue it.
I'm going to college to be in film, and if I would have never done this, I would never be wanting to do film.
I had to learn the whole self-pity thing, which isn't like me, but I had to learn how to do that, so it was a little hard. That's about it.
I've been in the program since I was 10, and I was in acting classes before that, so it helped me because I've never really before this done a full play, and since I was 10 I've been doing a play every single year, so I'm so used to being on stage now that I don't even get nervous before I start.
Even this brother and sister joins in on the fun.
I've never read a book of Shakespeare. It's never really interested me. Neither has it for him, but it was a new experience and I liked it at the ending afterwards.
It was kind of difficult for me because I never really know how to read Shakespeare.
I'm Cindy Hernandez. I'm Alex Rios. Reporting here from BronxNet.
No? Hi, we're back. Welcome back. I didn't know. That was my cue. And, well, I hope you enjoyed that package because, as I said before, that was actually two of our new teen reporters from Open 2.0. And just so you know, Open 2.0 is our new teen version of this program, and I just want to applaud them on being Emmy-nominated show. That's right, they're an Emmy-nominated show. And it's a great thing when we see our youth accomplish amazing things, you know. And once again, you can catch Open 2.0 Monday and Fridays at 4:30 p.m. on Channel 67 and on Cablevision and Channel 33 on Verizon Files. All right, we're going to keep it moving along because, well, our sports guru Bobby C is ready to take it away.
This is Bobby C. The latest chapter in the Yankees-Mets rivalry brings us out to Citi Field in Queens as the Bronx Bombers and the Amazons, both red hot coming into the series, square off in the final installment of the 2011 regular season Subway Series. Yankees kept rolling last Friday night, opening the Subway Series with a 5-1 win in Flushing. The Bronx Bombers cooled the Amazons with a quick 3 runs in the first inning, highlighted by a Mark Teixeira 2-run double.
It was a big inning for us. I mean, Neese is a good pitcher. He pitched really well tonight. It's important to start off the series, strong in the first inning when you have a young pitcher like Nova out there. We gave him some runs to work with, and he pitched great. Couldn't ask for anything more from him tonight. The Mets rallied in the 7th and nearly made a game of it until all-star shortstop Jose Reyes was gunned down at third in a bang-bang play where replay appeared he was safe. The greatest closer in the game shed some light on the series. After all these years, if the Subway Series still have the same excitement for you?
We enjoy. I enjoy. But, I think it's more for the fans.
Derek Jeter understudy Eduardo Nunez, who notched 4 hits Friday night, continued his torrid hitting Saturday, homering in a 5-2 Yankee victory. Curtis Granderson also went yard, while pitcher Bartolo Colon returned from the DL and outdueled Mets starter Dylan G.
It is pleasing. I'm pleased with the way that we have played. Our guys have kept at it, and we've had some bad series, some tough series that we've had to overcome. You look at what Freddie's done and what Bartolo's done, and I give them a lot of credit. They just go about it. They're businesslike, and they go to work every day.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I don't feel like we've been playing too bad these 2 games. They just beat us. We're right there. We're in striking distance. This game's not out of hand by any means or anything like that. So, just got to keep plugging away every day.
To make matters worse for the Mets, Reyes suffered a mild hamstring strain in the loss.
It's a blow, and not writing it off. I mean, I don't expect him to pop back out there tomorrow, but you say all the things, hey, guys, step up and this and that, but the reality is that, look what he means to us. He means a lot.
Despite a rough start to the series, the Amazons showed their resilience, getting to Rivera in the 9th on Sunday afternoon before Bay delivered a game winner in the 10th to seal a 3-2 win, and another exciting Subway Series between the Bronx and Queens. The Subway Series was the big news of the week until the Bombers returned to the Bronx Thursday night with Derek Jeter's pursuit of 3,000 back on. Jeter returned from the DL Monday in Cleveland and collected 3 hits in the 3-game holiday series, leaving him 3 hits shy of the milestone. The Yankees dropped 2 of 3 in Cleveland in a rare series defeat, but were hoping to get back on track last night, while Jeter was hoping to finally reach the 3,000 hit mark after being derailed for 3 weeks. The captain doubled in the first inning Thursday night, but went 1 for 5 on the evening as the Tampa Bay Rays made a couple of sterling plays on Jeter, including a nifty grab by third baseman Sean Rodriguez and another bang-bang play at first to end the game. Here's Jeter after last night's 5-1 loss to Tampa.
It's always good when you get a hit your first at bat, but after that, Neiman did a great job. We had some opportunities early on there, and he pitched out of a couple jams he was in, then settled down. So yeah. Early on, I thought I was going to get a few, but it wasn't the case.
Derek, on the play that Sean Rodriguez made when the ball left your bat, did you think you had another one there?
Yeah, I hurt my feelings a little bit. You know, they were. No, I didn't see him after that. They were joking on the bench that, you know, I hit 2 or 3 balls a year down the third base line, and, you know, he caught one of them. So yeah, it was unfortunate, but I thought it was going to get by him at first.
Sweeney.
Derek, since this is your first one back at home, and the fans right behind the on-deck circle, are they saying anything different than normal? What kind of interaction do you have with those guys?
No, the fans were very loud when I went up to the plate, but on the on-deck circle, nothing out of the ordinary. Just, you know, get a hit, but nothing that stood out. It was nice what the fans did in terms of the entire stadium, but nothing in particular on deck.
Jeter is set to become the 28th man in baseball history and the first Yankee to ever reach 3,000 hits. He and the Bombers get back to work tonight. The Yankees have 3 more games this weekend for Jeter to reach baseball immortality. We'll have full coverage Monday of Jeter's race toward 3,000. While the Yanks welcome back Jeter into the fold at shortstop, the Mets lost all-star shortstop Jose Reyes during last weekend's Subway Series. Still, the Amazons, fueled by last Sunday's win over the Yankees at Citi Field, took 3 of 4 in L.A. before their 4-game winning streak came to a close Thursday night in a 6-0 loss to the Dodgers. Reyes was placed on the 15-day DL early in the afternoon. He could be out for up to 3 weeks, a big blow for the Amazons, who capped the first half of the season before next week's All-Star break with a 3-game weekend series in San Francisco. Reyes has been named to the All-Star team along with Carlos Beltran, but will not play in Tuesday night's Midsummer Classic. Yankee great Mariano Rivera, who was also named to the All-Star team, will sit out the game in Arizona due to soreness in his triceps. Despite withdrawing from the All-Star game, Rivera is available to pitch this weekend against the Rays. The Yankees will have four starters in the All-Star game, including Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, Curtis Granderson, and Robinson Cano. Catcher Russell Martin and Rivera were also named to the squad, while surprisingly, ACC Sabathia and slugging first baseman Mark Teixeira were snubbed. Cano will also take part in Monday night's Home Run Derby. The BronxNet cameras will be on location at Chase Field in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. We'll have full coverage next week. It's time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. With a lockout in the forecast, New Jersey Nets star point guard Darren Williams has struck a deal in Turkey that will allow him to play overseas if the NBA season stalls. The NFL is still locked out themselves, but with each passing day, reports continue to suggest that the two sides are getting closer to a deal. A trial, meanwhile, for pitching great Roger Clemens is gearing up. Prospective jurors in the case have been critical of Congress for wasting their time on the former Yankee, who Congress believes lied to lawmakers about steroid use. Former New York Giants and current Tennessee Titans quarterback Kerry Collins has retired from the NFL after 16 seasons in the league, while Pro Football Hall of Famer John Mackey, who revolutionized the tight end position, died Wednesday. He was 69. Baseball Hall of Fame manager Dick Williams also passed away this week. The former special advisor to the late George Steinbrenner was 82. While the NFL and Major League Baseball mourned the passing of Mackey and Williams, the NBA also said goodbye to Armand Gilliam. The former Nets star died at 47 this week, suffering a heart attack during a pickup basketball game. And on a final sports roundup note, the New York Rangers reeled in the biggest prize of this year's underwhelming free agent market last week when they inked center Brad Richards to a 9-year, $60 million deal. The 31-year-old will be reunited with coach John Tortorella, with whom he won the Stanley Cup in Tampa. He scored 28 goals for the Dallas Stars last season. Those are the headlines. Let's hit the C-list for my thoughts on Jeter's pursuit of 3K. What does Derek Jeter's race to 3,000 really mean in quantifying his place in baseball history? We know the captain has all of the accolades and championship hardware to merit a first-ballot Hall of Fame vote if he up and decided to retire today, 2 hits shy of the milestone. But the future Hall of Famer has often been called one of the most overrated players in the game, which of course he is not. The 3,000 hits is a testament to his consistency and his place among the all-time greats. To put it in some perspective, he has played 17 seasons in the majors. Since 1900, there have been 5 players in history to reach 3,000 hits in 17 seasons or fewer. They are all-time hits leader Pete Rose and Hall of Famers Stan Musial, Hank Aaron, Ty Cobb, and Paul Wainer. And to top it all off, only 2 shortstops are in the 3,000 hit club, Cal Ripken Jr. and now your Yankee captain, who is set to join the club this weekend right here in the Bronx, where he has made memory after memory for those fans at 161st and River Avenue. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C. Rena. I know you're rocking and rolling today. I can hear you in the background here.
Everything's about Derek Jeter.
It's all about Derek Jeter.
Yeah, because he's the man. 3,000 man.
3,000
We're going to call
hits.
him 3,000 2011. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. You know, I know you're all about the jewelry, and
Yes.
you know this. I don't know if the cameras can see this. Maybe we can zoom in here a bit. But with all the Derek Jeter hoopla that's going around right now, there's a lot of things that they're selling that are real expensive, right? So you have the Jordan brand, who Jeter is sponsored by, with the sneakers. You can go out and get yourself a pair of Jordans that'll be probably a couple $100 commemorating the 3,000 hits because they got a brand new set that's coming out.
Right.
Or you can look for some of the more simple things for your kids. So I figured this was something very cool. These are Derek Jeter 3K bands,
How much
kind of
do they
like
cost?
jewelry for
How
men.
much do they cost?
You get 2 of these, one gray, one blue, for $5.
Right.
And believe it or not, $1 gets donated to, as you can see on the other side, Derek Jeter's Turn 2 Foundation.
That's
So
nice.
it's a pretty cool,
and they're
pretty cool
they're
little
gonna end
gift.
up being collector's
I think
items.
they'd be collector's items. You can wear them, you can keep them, you can save them, and they're available at Modell's at Yankee Stadium, and it's something that you can commemorate Derek Jeter's 3,000. It could be some, you know, for the kids or even big kids like us or myself.
I
should
thought that was
say.
for me, Bobby.
I don't know if it's going to be for you. I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear it. See, something like that. DJ 3K.
Fine, you wear your male Derek Jeter.
Well, you know, I'm jealous every week because you always have jewels on.
Well,
so
this is
kinda
yes,
like
and you know,
my
all right,
jewels
fine.
here.
Then you know what? Then you're gonna be
DJ 3K.
Your male jewelry. We can rock you because I'm digging
That's
your
kinda
ring
cool,
too.
though, right?
Yeah,
For
no,
$5
it's hot. It's hot. It's actually
You know?
great that you mentioned
And
it.
it benefits kids too.
And it,
You
yeah,
know, Turn 2
well, it's a
Foundation.
band, which is what's really interesting because that's like the thing now. Those bands.
Yeah.
I hope
Like
you have
the
an extra
Armstrong
one
thing.
for me, Bobby.
Maybe we'll see. If you're a good girl, we'll see.
If I'm a what?
If you're a good girl, we'll see.
If I'm a
I heard
good-
I heard a lot of laughing in the background while I was doing my
Oh,
sports
I'm
segment.
sorry. I
so
was trying to learn
I
how to
don't
pop.
know.
Come
I
join
don't
us.
think-
Come join us. All right, we gotta go to break because we got some stand-up comedy coming up. Come on, pop it with us.
I don't know.
All right, well,
Maybe next time.
maybe next time. Oh, you're gonna be like, oh, look at him acting like a bad boy. You're acting like a bad, spoiled boy. You're an only child, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Bobby C, everybody, with his lovely Derek Jeter band. And of course, I'm rocking Ginger Pinks at gingerpinks.com. Yes, we love Janice Castro for providing
I'll trade you.
lovely
I'll
jewelry.
trade you.
All right, we'll have a conversation after the show. Bad boy Bobby.
Bad girl, Rena.
All right. Thank you. There was a moment of silence there. All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, our stage is all warmed up and the lights are set because we're going to do our open artist spotlight. However, we're going to pop out because, you know, remember this back in the day? This is what we were trying to do while Bobby was doing his sports.
G-Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. You up? What'd you dream about? Me? JK. Text me back. I'll keep texting till you wake up. Are your parents home later? Is this something I did? Exclamation point, question mark? This isn't a joke. Hello? Text me.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, girl, Nicole. Good luck on the play tonight. You're welcome. What's up, guys? Now you're gonna make sure that you return those on Monday, right? Thank you. Oh, nice.
We'll talk to you for a second. Go ahead, get some water. Come on, let me get some water. Just get off the way.
Every year, mothers lose their babies to gun crimes. You'll always be your mother's baby. So before you commit a gun crime, think about who you'll leave behind. Gun crimes hit home.
welcome back, everyone. Rena Valentin here, and I got my Derek Jeter band. Yes, Bobby C hooked me up. All right, so now the stage is all warmed up and the lights are shining because it's now time for our Open Artist Spotlight.
The Open Artist Spotlight is made possible in part with public funds from the Bronx Council on the Arts through the New York State Council on the Arts Decentralization Program.
Earlier in our show, we met a very funny man from No Offense. He is a Bronx native, and well, you know, he fell in love with comedy and learned he had the talent to back it up. Well, we're going to see about that. Please welcome back to the show in our Open Artist Spotlight, Mr. Anthony Martinez.
Thank you, Rena. Thank you. How's everybody today? All right. Rena, congratulations on the baby. She's gorgeous. You're going to learn, I'm a parent of two. You're going to learn things are going to be different as the kid gets older. And here's a little tip. First off, for soccer fans. We got soccer fans out here today? Okay. I hate soccer. Can't stand soccer. The only thing worse than watching soccer is watching 5-year-olds play soccer. My daughter is playing soccer now. And being a good supportive father, I go out there, you know, I support her. I go to the games. And for people who want to know, watching 5-year-olds play soccer is just mayhem. It's just kids running and kicking into each other's ankles. That's all it is. And, you know, I'm proud of my daughter. And, you know, I stand on the sideline and watch her. And her soccer skills consist of the ball rolling that way and her going like this to make sure I'm watching her. I'm like, baby, I'm watching you. Kick the ball. Just kick the ball, please. That's all we want is you to kick the ball. And then I got roped into actually coaching one day because the assistant coach was gone. So the coach was like, can you fill in? Just stand behind the goal. Be the goaltender coach. I'm like, you know what? I could do this. How hard can it be? Stand behind there. Little kid there. I'm like, all right, buddy. When the ball comes, knock it down. Just block it. You got it? Doesn't even pay attention. I'm like, all right, listen to me. When the ball comes, just block it. No response from this kid. So I'm wondering, is this kid like got hearing problems? I don't know what's going on. Ball comes. I'm like, all right, get ready. Get low, get low, get low. All right, I need a wide shot. Where's the wide shot on this one? Come on, camera crew. Wide shot, wide shot. Wide shot. There we go. All right. Even wider. All right. And my instinct at that point is to just go, what the but I can't do that because he's 5-year-old. So I sit back. I go, good job. Good job. Good job. Thanks. And then I got another kid who runs around the whole game. I call him Pockets because he plays the whole game with his hand in his pockets. He runs up. And I yell, Pockets, hands out the pockets. Pockets, hands out the pockets. Nothing. Doesn't phase. And it just frustrates the hell out of me. And then I start to wonder, I'm like, you know, now that Casey Anthony's free, I wonder if she's available maybe to babysit this kid and just, you know. A little too soon, too much for that? Sorry. You know what? Look, and guys in the audience, am I the only guy that kind of finds her kind of hot? Am I the only one? Like, think about it. She's crazy, so you know the sex is going to be good. And on the plus side, she's not going to want to eat children. Think about it. All right. Anthony Martinez, thank you. Thank you.
I love the kids' jokes, you know, because, you know, I'm a new mom, so yes. I'm taking notes about everything that you just said.
Don't let Casey babysit.
All right, no, we're not going to let Casey. I don't find her hot anyway, so. Okay. All right.
We'll talk afterwards.
Yeah, well, thank you again, Anthony Martinez. And don't forget, make sure you tune in to No Offense But on Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. on Channel 68. That is all the time we have for today's episode of Open. We want to thank all of our guests, DJ That Girl in the House, Curly, Eileen, and Anthony, and Jawan Carmona, Bobby C, and our crew for today's show. Of course, we want to thank all of you for tuning in at home and on the internet. Tune into the Recablecast tonight at 5 and 10 p.m. and throughout the entire weekend. And as always, you can view us fully on the web by going to www.bronxnet.org. I'm Rena Valentin, and from all of us here at Open, may the universe provide peace, prosperity, and love. Have a great weekend, everyone. Mwah. Adios.